What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Andrew Nordbye. If you haven't seen my YouTube channel, go check it out, Fishing with Nordbye. But we're here today to talk about speed worm fishing. Cutter tail worms, ultra vibe worms, worms that basically their tail goes like this while you're reeling them in. Worms that twitch, worms that you reel in and you don't just drag. That's what we're talking about today. Speed worm fishing. And we are going to rig one up here. I like throwing it on a 7.3 Mach 2 combo, medium heavy, great all around rod, Texas rig, jig, spinner baits, chatterbaits. It's hard to beat that rod right there. And then I'm rigging it on 17-pound fluorocarbon. I have me a little peg stopper on there for the weight, but I'm fishing less than 5 feet. So I'm throwing a 1/4 ounce, little bullet weight right there. You can also not do the peg stopper, and you can throw the bullet weight that has a screw lock on it, just like that. You can screw it into the tip of your worm and you don't need the peg stopper. So they both work great. I already have a peg stopper on here, so I'm going to thread that 1/4 ounce bullet weight onto the line, and then I'm throwing the smaller speed worm, not the mag, so I'm throwing a 4/0 wide gap hook, and I'm just going to tie it on there. We're going to use a polymer knot. Pretty simple knot. It's one of the strongest knots out there. I've never had it fail when it's tied right. And look up how to tie that if you need to. Then we're gonna cut the excess line off of it. Okay, there we go. We have our setup. We got our bullet weight, we got our wide gap hook, and we're gonna break out a speed worm. So I'm going to be fishing this little cutter worm. It's a Rage cutter worm right there. This is the red bug color, and this color is awesome all summer long. Little guy right there, and that tail just flaps. This bait works really good in Florida and your southern states where there's needlefish. If you have needlefish in your lake, it is hard to beat a speed worm. So all your Florida lakes, your southern lakes, or lakes with grass where you can reel that worm through the grass and just tick the tops of the grass. That's your goal with this worm. So we're gonna Texas rig it. Just gonna thread it up on there, cover my knot. I'm gonna Texpose it so the tip of that hook's barely sticking in that worm, because speed worm fishing, you can actually lose a lot of fish if you don't have it rigged right. You need that bait to be perfectly straight. That way it comes through the water without spinning, without spinning your line all up. That's one mistake you can make that will kind of ruin your day speed worm fishing. You need that bait to be perfectly straight, and then we're gonna Texpose it. That way you get a better hookup. So how you fish this bait, we're on a big grass flat, so I chuck that bait way out there. I let it sink to the bottom usually. If you're only in a couple feet, you don't need to let it sink. And then we're just gonna reel it super slow, just like this. You want to feel with that rod, you want to feel it touch the grass or get a little heavy, and then just pop it like that. Just this tiny little pop over that grass clump, and just slowly reel that thing. And that tail is going to be kicking the whole time. And these fish, post-spawn fish, usually I do it right after the spawn. When they pull off the bed, they are feeding up, munching these speed worms, and it's a great time of the year to do it. So you can fish it year round, but that is how I like to fish a speed worm. When you get bit on it, count to 2 or 3. 1, 2, 3. That's what I like to do. And then make sure you're caught up with them and set that hook hard. Otherwise you'll miss them. A lot of times they grab the back half of the worm the first time they grab it. So if you set the hook instantly, you're probably gonna miss about half your fish, believe it or not. So count to 3, set that hook, catch more fish next time you're fishing a speed worm. That Rage cutter worm works great. In clear water, I like using either your red bug, June bug, or watermelon and green pumpkin colors. In dirtier water, I tend to stick to June bug in black and blue. So try out some different colors, different sizes. Don't be afraid to throw that big one, because they'll eat it. Throw it on 5 or 6/0 wide gap hook. You'll catch more fish on the speed worm. So make sure you check out my YouTube channel, Fishing with Nordbye. Check out NSR Fishing. Sign up if you're a high school angler. Help you find programs to fish in college, scholarships for college. They'll help you become a better angler, learn how to market yourself to sponsors. Great company, organization. I help coach a couple classes, so sign up, use me as the referral link, check my YouTube channel out, and we'll catch you on the next video here at NSR Fishing.